Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Come on, baby.
From the gun, here's Pickett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal. Toward the pylon, caught. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to... And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Connor Hayward. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Many would call that a gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message. And the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check him.
Here we go, G.
Good job right there.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Alert. Don't be scared of it.
7's a Mike.
It's a party now.
Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Ready, break. Boys, 56. Check, 56.
All day.
Panther 60.
Now a give to Peterson running left. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm here all day. Check.
Pickett sets up play action. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Mike 7. Mike 7. Let's pick it up.
On 2nd down, Wilson.
Let's get off the field.
Oh, that was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Got you, son. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch the safety creep. Watch switch.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 9.
Double tight. 3 down. 3 down. 7's a Mike. 12. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike 7. Mike 7. Watch the pass.
Hey, easy. Tuck.
Here's Wilson.
Get up. Get up.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Zebra. Mike 7. I'm here all day. Mike 7. Mike 7. Watch the run. Mike 7.
Hey, let's pin the mirror.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. This is taken at the 15. Wiggles free. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Pickett looking to change things up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Y'all not ready? Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. Exit.
Pickett back to throw. He finds Pickens over the middle. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
We're going to shut you down. We're going to shut you down.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Check three.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now 3rd down and 7.
Tight end right. 4 down. 7's a Mike.
Left hash.
Check. Mike 7. Mike 7. Hey. Mike 7.
Now Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points, but it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Good. 12.
3 down.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Roger. I got it.
I got you. You're all mine, baby. You're all mine.
To throw is Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6.
You're soft, baby. That's baby soft. Cougar 19. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. Check your hop read.
Peak edge, peak edge, peak edge.
Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
They run again with Peterson. Room here to run. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check 3. Hey, check that. Street.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Back to throw, Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Danny. Mike 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. 41 Mike.
On first down, Wilson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second and 10.
Alert. Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Watch the out. Watch the out. 41's the Mike.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
41's coming. 41's a Mike.
Now it's Wilson. He'll air this one out for Mims. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Cut. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Throwing is Wilson. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 17-7.
Makes the score Steelers 17, Broncos 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Tighten up.
19, Tiger, 19.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
41, Mike, 41.
We don't want this.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. The tackle made by Calebon Chason.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and 7.
It's going to be a right. It's going to be a long day. Mike 28. Record.
Hey, number 28.
Now Wilson.
Hey, keep it up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 12. First down,
Watch the ship.
Pittsburgh.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Deuce.
From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here we go. Kill.
They'll run with Peterson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that potentially a 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
17, Broncos 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Harris running straight ahead. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Dragon 60. Check smash. Check smash.
Check 56.
Yo, 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 yo.
Pickett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
41's the mic. 40. Go. Check, check, check 41. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Mike 41.
Wilson.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Steelers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you didn't mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
2nd and 9.
Viking 18.
On the ball. 41's coming. 41's the mic.
Here's Pickett. Here's a screen to Powell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it. Here's Peterson. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come. Alert flare.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. A short one there to Freiermuth.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Hey, I'm coming.
Now Wilson on second down. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Single.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 20.
Now Pickett changing the play.
41's coming. 41's the mic. I know he ain't got it. Jam. Check 31.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
79 Bronco.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 41 mic.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Johnson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go.
2nd down and 8.
Check 49. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Check, 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 check.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
That's me. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Shift, shift.
They run again on 1st down, Peterson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Ready?
We've got to wedge that, huh?
Hey, let's get some 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Check. Check 43.
Street. Street.
Lucky. Lucky.
Watch out, watch out.
They hand this off to Harris. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Go trap. Go trap.
Kill, kill.
Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog.
Check 13. Check 13.
Check 4, check 4.
Check 52.
Carry number 20 now for Peterson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On its intercepted, they got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So that, Charles, obviously just a game changer here this 4th quarter, and they're an extra point away from stealing the lead.
And stealing is the absolute right word for it, because that'll wake up your sideline, won't it, partner?
Well, there's still time remaining, but boy, I mean, you think about it, you go from an offense with a lead in the ball trying to salt things away to a completely different scenario now after the return for a score. A very important extra point there, up and good, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Again, Peterson.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Check. Fresno.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now Pickett. His throw incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Check Mike. Watch tight end. Tight right. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Here's Pickett. Pass complete, it's Scott.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He's got the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Here's first down.
60 Bison.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Let's put that team.
7 Pirates. Go.
Pickett to throw.
All day, baby.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
Well, this feels like a late-season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
18 Rattler.
56, Mike, 56.
Hey, watch the ball.
56.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Mike 56.
They run for it with Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He'll get it to the 23-yard line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here comes 2nd down.
Don't get nervous.
Joker.
And Pickett going to move his guys around.
We got double up. 60 Bobcat.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And some room to roam now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
I'd have to say that's a pretty darn good run right there. They had 8 in the box, still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only give up a first down and not a touchdown.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. There he goes, right side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Steelers 20.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And only able to get this. Could have opted for the touchback. This is 1st and 10.
60 Bison.
Here we go. Here we go.
70 Timberwolf.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. One final shot for Pickett.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
What a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for Denver, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.